blessed us with so much, and the day is finally here. I'd like to read to you a passage from Psalm 90:17, and in that passage, David writes, "May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us." Yes, establish the work of our hands. Here's our before. This was 5 years ago, our very first service. LBJ Gym, it was a Sunday in June. It was hot outside. Everything was borrowed or rented. Maybe, I don't know, borrowed, but anyway, everything was there, and this was our group of people. This is where God began to breathe life into this ministry.
Well, really, the vision and the dream for the bridge began about 20 years ago with Pastor Jim Hawk. He was the pastor at First Methodist Church downtown, and he knew that our community was growing to the north and to the east. He also knew that at some point we would need to have a significant United Methodist presence in those areas. And so he dreamed someday that we could do something with our church north of town. So he went to the Hurt family and asked them if they might be willing to give us some land near the football stadium, which is north of Odessa. They very graciously agreed and gave us 20 acres of land so that we might build a church on someday. Well, the dream was still there, but it wasn't until Terry Tamplin came and the dream came back alive. He approached me and asked me if I would be willing to lead that congregation. At that time, I was doing youth ministry, and I said I would love to be a part of that. And so I was chosen as the lead pastor for the bridge. And so we began dreaming and then raising funds. And so we raised the money so that we could network the mission field. So in 2012, we began meeting at LBJ Elementary, and we began planting this new church. Being an oil field town, we tend to be transient in our population at times. If the boom is going well, we have lots of people moving in. If oil is not doing well, we have lots of people moving out. And so people kind of come and go. And so we have that challenge as well. We have a challenge of a changing demographic for our community. We've been so blessed to have so many people come to be a part of the journey at the bridge. But one of the neat things that happened as we were designing the ministry and really calling people to be a part of our lunch team, we had a ton of young people that came and wanted to be a part of that, young adults. I mean, early 20s up to their 30s, and they wanted to be involved. And so our launch team was probably 90% of young adults under 30. And I think one of the things that we heard from them is that we just don't feel like people are listening to us in other places in leadership, and we have ideas and we want to help make the church better. And so they got to do that, and they got to design the ministry and say, this is what we want this to be like, and this is what we hope will happen for the bridge someday. And so it was neat to see them so excited and bringing their friends. And as we've grown, we have all age groups, but we're still pretty heavily young adults with kids. And what's cool is that since we started, we've had so many bridge babies come along that has grown our children's ministry and now moving into our youth ministry. We also tried to go to the community. We got involved with our food bank here in Odessa. We also tried to do some sporting events that friends they could invite their friends to really easily. Like we got baseball leagues going, and we had volleyball leagues going. So it's something that would just attract the young adults. Probably every community says that there's not a lot to do for young people, and so I think everybody's looking for that. So these sporting events were ways for people to come, just check it out, the bridge, and then come into a Sunday morning worship and get involved in that way. Our hope and our dream for the ministry of the bridge is that we could be the place to be for young families with kids. And we know that there's a lot of those families that don't go to church. They're either disconnected or unconnected. Maybe they had a relationship with God at one time or they don't now. Maybe they never have. And so our hope and dream is that we can reach them. So we want the bridge to be a major impact in Odessa in helping families with kids.